everybody, welcome back to the SeeSaw, and if you're new here, a big welcome and hello to you. My name is Karen. Our channel really just features our family. There's 3 of us and a guinea pig. So my husband Tony, my son Caleb who's 11, and our guinea pig is Lickee. And we do mostly shopping hauls, sort of grocery shopping, and the meals of the week. And then we intersperse that with a few other things that I think you might enjoy and might like. So Caleb features occasionally. Sometimes we do all family, all of us. And when we can get out and about, we do out and about kind of stuff. Everyday life, but days out, trips out, holidays, that sort of thing. We do product reviews occasionally. We do unboxings when we do have a few subscription boxes. We don't unbox them every month on video, but sometimes we do. And just little things like that. So if that's the sort of thing that you enjoy, the sort of content you like, then please hit subscribe and consider checking back in with us next time you're browsing YouTube. So today I went back to Aldi and Sainsbury. So I haven't really done an Aldi and Sainsbury shop since before Christmas, not proper like a normal weekly shop. And if you remember, for those of you that have been around a while, before Christmas, I found Aldi and Sainsbury's was getting quite expensive. Now I don't know if that's because you're tempted by the Christmassy stuff and that just quickly adds up, because Christmassy stuff tends not to be as cheap in Aldi as other things. Now there are certainly things, but I'm talking about treats and things like that. Or whether Tesco just went all out with their club card deals before Christmas to try and draw people in, because I was definitely spending a lot less money at Tesco utilising our 10% off, because we do have the Club Card Plus subscription twice a month, but also just the routine club card pricing deals that they were running. And we were regularly spending less money at Tesco's, even without the 10% off, than we were at Aldi and Sainsbury's. So decided to go back today. Had a bit more time today, wanted to just have a look and see what they had. I'd seen a few other hauls recently with some interesting bits from Aldi. And I was pleasantly surprised. So I spent £68 in Aldi. I got quite a lot of meat, which usually puts the price up. And then I popped over to Sainsbury's for a few bits that I couldn't get in Aldi, and I spent another £12 there. So £80 altogether, which is right on budget, and certainly aligned with what I was spending at Tesco. Now I don't have quite as much. I certainly don't have as much snacky stuff as we've been having the last month or so. I didn't need as much fruits and vegetables as usual, although I do have a reasonable amount. I didn't need as much. And so maybe that's just it. And when I go next week, I'll be unpleasantly surprised again. Although I'm likely to go back to Tesco next week because our Club Card Plus subscription will have renewed for the month. So I always try to get one in the first week that it renews. Then I know that I've done one and I'm not going to lose a big shop, 10% off the big shop coupon by forgetting to do it. So if I've done one, then I know that before we get round to the 15th or the 19th of the month again, I need to do another one. So yeah, let me turn you around. Let me show you what I did get. And then at the end, as always, we'll show you a look at what we're planning to eat in the week ahead. Okay, so that is the sweep of everything. You see there are a few gaps there this week. Certainly things laid out a little bit better, and that little section there is nowhere near as full as it has been, although I did still get plenty of treats. A lot of parts of the country had snow this week. East Anglia, which is where we live, was due to get heavy snow today, and all around us seemed to get heavy snow. We didn't get any. We got a scattering from about 7:30 this morning, perhaps just before that, perhaps 6:30ish. It snowed quite consistently through to about 9 o'clock, and then nothing. It turned to rain and it was gone by the time Caleb got out of bed. There was no sign of it. So all around us, it's like we're a little donut hole in the middle, because all around us got snow and we didn't. And I do love to see snow, although obviously once you get into the work week, snow is a bit of a pain, because you've got to get out and you've got to get about, and it turns to slush and ice and all of those things that you don't like. But I do like to see freshly fallen snow, and we didn't get to do that today. So back to the shopping. That was quite random, but back to the shopping. 2 bags of the little bags of birdseed. Bit of a story of birdseed again. So I do subscribe and save with Amazon, and birdseed is one of the things I have on that. The brand and package size that we were getting every 2 months is a really big bag. They stopped making it. They no longer carry that package size. So they'd made a suggestion of a replacement, which was in tubs. So actually quite good, because we don't have to then decant it into anything else. It's in a tub with a lid, and we can just take out what we need every day. So I added 2 tubs, which was about the same price as the one big bag that we used to buy. And then last week, when my subscribe and save items were due, we got 1 box and the second box never appeared. And it said that it was undeliverable. And when I checked into the detail, the box had been damaged. So the bird seed and a few other bits that we have on subscribe and save had gone back to Amazon. My money was refunded to my account. And so we still didn't get any bird seed. So a bit of a palaver with the birdies, but my 2 little bags will do them through this week. Multi-surface wipes, this is something else I get on subscribe and save, and I've had plenty all through since last March's lockdown. But this is the first time I have seen these in Aldi since everything went a bit mad and people started bulk buying about this time last year, so March time last year. I have not seen regular multi-surface wipes in there at all. I've seen the floor ones, the really big ones, but not these. So I grabbed a pack while I could. We're getting low on them now, and I don't have them, I think, next month. I think it's March before I get them again on subscribe and save. So I've grabbed a pack just because. Lady products. Now, interesting here, I've never seen, this is Aldi's own brand. These were 50p a pack, which if you do have to buy these, you will know that even in Aldi, they're £2 something a pack of the branded ones. Now, you do get double the amount in the branded ones, so 20 and 24. But for 50p, don't know how they'll be, don't know if they'll work well, without going into too much detail. But I'm willing to give them a try for 50p, and I do have some of the others in the cupboard if I need them, but willing to try these out for 50p a pack. I thought that was a very good price, and most Aldi knockoff things for me have been just as good as the branded, so we'll see. A large kitchen roll. Drinks wise, I got some lemon and lime still spring water for Caleb, and some of the fruity waters, the orange and pineapple. He seems to be happy with water-based drinks at the moment, so I'm happy with that. He drinks regular tap water. He has milk during the day, but he seems to have settled into a routine of drinking this sort of drink, which I'm okay with that. Breads, I got some ciabatta rolls, some original super soft wraps, and some of the both in one bread, along with some pain au chocolat. When I went into Sainsbury's, I spotted donuts. Caleb loves donuts, and we have not had them for ages, well before Christmas. So I bought him 4 little donuts. He's had a good week of homeschooling and getting his work all done. Got some good comments back from his teacher. So these are a little treat for him. Some salt and vinegar crisps, some Craze cereal, biscuits, ginger nuts, milk chocolate digestives, and 2 packages of the cookies and cream. And then chocolate sweetie wise, I got some of the racer bars. Again, haven't had those since before Christmas. And then I did also spot Wiggles the Caterpillar, which is a bit like Colin the Caterpillar from Marks and Spencer's. These are the Sainsbury's version of that. And just picked them up just because. So somebody did make a comment this week that seemed to buy, I think she said, huge amounts of sweets for a family that doesn't eat a lot of sweets. I generally don't think we buy huge amounts. Biscuits we buy every week because we do all like a biscuit. I like a biscuit with a cup of tea. Toney will have a couple of biscuits in the evening with some ice cream because he doesn't really eat desserty things, and every so often he just fancies some biscuits. And Caleb has a biscuit every night with a drink before bed because he's done that since he was really quite small, and that's just a routine for him. So he has a biscuit every day, or a couple of biscuits every day. So we always get through biscuits. We always tend to have the similar type of biscuits because we know what we like, and we just keep the biscuit tin full. This sort of sweets, so chocolate bars and fruity sweets and chewy sweets and Haribos and things like that, I tend to alternate between what I buy. So last week I had some fruity chewy sweets in the haul, and again, Caleb not every day even will he have something sweet. He just, when he wants something, I like there to be a choice between fruity, chewy sweets and little chocolatey bars, and then he can have which he wants. And then each week I just top that up a little bit. But I mean, genuinely, we don't really eat a lot of sweets, but I do buy something sweet every week just to keep the biscuit tin full and the kind of treat box full of sweeties and things like that. And then every so often I will buy something like donuts or these sorts of things, little cake bars. Tend to buy cake bars for packed lunch boxes, but these, I just couldn't resist these today, even though I'd already picked up the donuts. But between those two, that will last him, I would hazard a guess that unless one of us has one, there will be 2 or 3 of these left after the end of this week. So that's sort of what I mean, in that we do always buy something sweet, but we don't always eat everything we buy in the week that we buy it. Some Heinz ketchup for my little ketchup snob. Soy sauce, again, only dark soy sauce on the shelves again at the moment. We had this during lockdown last time, and I don't think I ever did figure out why there was no light soy sauce anywhere, but there was dark. But it was the same in both stores. I picked up a dark in Aldi, looked to see if there were any light in Sainsbury's, and there wasn't. Some chopped tomatoes, 2 cans of chopped tomatoes, some red currant jelly and some sliced beetroot, and a little sachet of taco seasoning. A bit of a story with this as well. Caleb has been desperate to have the crunchy, crispy tacos. He says he's never had them, which really surprised me because I used to make them a lot when I lived in the States, but apparently I haven't made them, certainly since he's been eating meals with us while we've been here, because I usually make them in soft tortillas. And he's desperate to have some, so I said, okay, we'll pop them on the menu this week. I'll make up some taco meat, all the other fillings, and then I'll get some soft tortillas and some crunchy shells, and you can have which ones you want, or some of each. Do you think I could find crunchy shells anywhere? No. That whole section was empty in Sainsbury's. The whole Mexican food section was empty. And it didn't have any special pricing on it, so it's not like it was reduced price and people perhaps been buying them like mad, so I don't know why. That's the sort of thing I can find, I'm sure, on Amazon, but by the time they get here, they won't be taco shells, they'll be tortilla chips, because they'll crush, and if I see the way the Amazon boxes arrive, I don't have any faith that they will arrive in one piece. So got to look for some of those before the day we're due to have those on the menu. And then a big bag of long grain rice. Onto the fridge, a large milk and a large tropical juice. 4 of these peach yogurts. Caleb's favourite flavour of yogurt is peach. And I spotted that they had the Active, which is like Activia yogurts, and they just have peach flavour. So got 4 of those for him. And then for me, I got the layered Greek peach and passion fruit ones. 2 tubs of sour cream, 1 to go with the tacos, and 1 for something else, and I can't think what. I needed it specifically for something though. Cheese, I got mature cheddar in 3 forms. I got a bag of grated for quick and easy. I got some sliced for sandwiches, and I got a block just to have on standby. The block tends to have a better shelf life on it, and I can just grate a piece of that up to grate over the top of something. A chorizo, Spanish chorizo, 2 of the strawberry cones. I usually only buy 1 when Caleb's at school, because a couple of nights a week he usually doesn't eat with us. He eats with his childminder, and therefore he doesn't have an ice cream. But at the moment, obviously, he's eating at home every night, and this is just what he prefers to have after his meal. He doesn't ever have cake or anything like that. He'll have a yogurt during the day, like with breakfast or with lunch, but this is just his preferred sweet treat after his dinner, and he only gets it if he eats his dinner or eats most of his dinner. And so yeah, I bought a double. These are 85p for 4, so there's not like they're very expensive, but I've got enough then to last the week. I got some of these little fish burgers. We had some of these before, tempura battered fish burgers. There's 2 in there, so they're not very big, but they make a nice little fish sandwich, a bit like a fillet of fish sandwich from McDonald's. I got 2 packages of chicken breast. Once I got in there, I didn't have, normally I message myself the menu. I take a picture of it and have it with me, so that if I get into the store and think, now what exactly did I need that for, and will this work instead, I can just look at the menu. didn't do that today, and I couldn't for the life of me. I had 4 chicken breasts written on the shopping list, and I couldn't for the life of me remember what I needed 4 chicken breasts for, and whether I could get away with 3. So I bought 2 packages just to be safe. Some lamb chops. I actually wanted some loin, lamb loin chops or lamb loin steaks. I grabbed these in Aldi, and then I did look in Sainsbury's and they didn't have any, so I'm going to go with these instead. I got 2 packages of the pork loin steaks, so 4 in each package. I got an extra large whole chicken, a package of turkey mince, and 2 of these packages of cod fillets, which actually look quite nice, and they've got a really good date on them of the 22nd. White potatoes, baby salad potatoes, 2 heads of broccoli, some mushrooms, some wonky red and green mixed peppers, herbs for the piggy. We've got mint, basil and curly parsley, some plums, some baby corn, little gem lettuce, which is what Lickee prefers as his lettuce, and then I got some romaine, which we have if we're having salad. And then if we do happen to run out for Lickee, Toney usually picks some more up for him at some point midweek. He'll pop into Tesco and pick up some extra salady bits for the piggy. But if he doesn't get there, then there's normally enough of this for him to have that for like 1 meal while we wait to get more of his kind. 2 avocados, some thyme, which is for cooking, not for piggy, a cucumber, some salad tomatoes, a net of oranges, some bananas, and back to my Cox's apples again. So that was everything I got. Looking at our meal plan for this week, so tonight I'm going to do red currant chops. So that's what I wanted the lamb chops for. I'm going to make a little red currant kind of gravy sauce, and I'm going to cook up the lamb chops, and I will cook up the pork chops for Toney. And then Caleb can either have a piece of each, or just lamb or just pork, whatever he wants. And we'll have that with new potatoes and broccoli. Tomorrow we'll do a roast chicken dinner. I've got some stuffing in the freezer. I've got Yorkshires in the freezer. We'll do roast potatoes. I've got plenty of frozen vegetables and gravy. And then Monday we'll have the fish burgers using the ciabatta buns, those little fish fillets that we got, the battered ones, and you know, whatever else people want on them really, mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, cheese, whatever, and we'll do that with some homemade chips. Tuesday we'll have pork jambalaya, so the other pack of pork steaks with some chorizo cooked up with some rice and vegetables in a kind of a one pot. Wednesday we'll have chicken stroganoff with mash and peas. So that's chicken done in a nice tomatoey gravy that you then stir some sour cream. That's what the sour cream's for. Stir some sour cream through that at the end of cooking, and it makes it nice and creamy, and we'll have that with mash and peas. Thursday, if we can find some shells, we'll have tacos. If not, we'll have soft tacos in the tortilla wraps. And then Friday, we're going to do tomato and thyme cod with mash and some vegetable of some kind. And that's just, again, cod cooked in a bit of a tomatoey sauce with some mushrooms, onions, chopped tomatoes, some fresh thyme in there with that. And we'll have that with creamy mashed potatoes and probably, again, some peas or something like that on the side. So that is our meal plan for the week ahead. Thank you for joining us for this grocery haul, and we look forward to seeing you back here on the SeeSaw soon.